if you're not somebody who likes to sit still, I think embracing a mindfulness practice while you're doing other things can be really powerful to find that gap space while you're washing dishes and embracing a mindfulness practice, or taking a shower or washing your face and practicing mindfulness. And then when the air conditioner stops, and then you notice when it stops and then when it starts again, in that space in between. And that's how she talks about noticing the gap. So when you notice the absence of sound, and that can be a way to access like that space in between, or noticing the space between when you breathe in and when you breathe out. And that can be even a lot for people to get when they first start. So I like to start small, like very small, just with a mindfulness practice, by noticing how you eat. We're in such a heightened state all of the time, paying attention to the news, and our nervous systems are probably so dysregulated that if you're even attempting a meditation practice and you fall asleep, not beating yourself up over that. If you fell asleep, you're probably really tired and you needed the sleep. So that's okay. And I think we're so focused, people who attempt a meditation practice, I think there's this idea that they have to get it right, when meditation is not about getting anything right. It's in fact just noticing what's happening, right? You're not trying to even meditate to feel great. You're trying to meditate just to be with whatever's happening. You're not trying to meditate to be perfect. You're not trying to meditate to empty your mind. You are simply meditating to be with whatever is going on. And if you fell asleep, that's how your practice was. You know, when my dad died, I tried to meditate like the day after my dad died, which was just not a great idea. My mind was just so full of grief and I was so upset. Like, to try to do a sit, I immediately just broke down. And so I walked instead. I needed to walk and move because that's the way I needed to move grief. But you practice different ways to be present, to have a contemplative practice, to have ways to reflect. So you have multiple tools that you can access. Sometimes music might be a way for you to meditate. Sometimes silence might be. Sometimes it might be walking. Sometimes it might be yoga. Sometimes it might be riding a bicycle. Sometimes it might be all sorts of different things. And that's why practicing consistently and regularly is the point, rather than trying to access it only when things are really bad. I hope that people really take away that they're okay, and that they can find ways, however they need to sit with themselves. And I hope that they recognize that they don't have to like all of themselves to love themselves. That is the number one thing that I hope that they take away, and that they don't have to like people to love them. If they get nothing else, I hope that they get that.